Things have been very slow on the retail shelves, so I thought we would do something new and I would go over with you guys one of my favorite things in my entire collection. Welcome to Mighty Champions. My name is John Sargent. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go over one of my favorite things in my entire collection, my Marvel Masterpiece cards from 1993, Joe Jusko art. We'll go through it in detail. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Mighty Champions. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at SergeantJohn13. When you guys find your figures, use the hashtag MightyFinds. Tag me in them. I'm curious what you guys are collecting. Like I said, we're going to go over one of the pieces of my collection, and through time we'll pick a piece and we'll go over that in detail. We'll go over the Marvel Legends, we'll go through the wrestling section, we'll go through the classic video games, whatever you guys are interested in. We'll take some time to kind of dive into it, but today it's the Marvel Masterworks cards. I did want to wait until the book came out that is about these cards. That is something that I contributed to the Kickstarter of, I want to say like 2.5 years ago. And I've been waiting for that book, but here's the thing. It's coming out it's going to arrive at the end of the month for the last 2 years. So how long can I really wait? So we're just going to dive into the cards, and then when the book comes, we'll dive into the book. But without further ado, let's take a look at these cards. So this is the entire collection, framed at quite an expense to myself. These cards are really, really significant to me. They're basically the reason I like Marvel, or they're the reason why my passion for the Marvel characters was kind of, I guess, enriched back in the day around the early 90s when I saw some of these. They just made my imagination go wild. They grabbed onto me, and Marvel has never let go during that entire time. And when I got this idea maybe 2-3 years ago to do this, I just obsessed over it and I couldn't stop until it was finished. Like I said, it cost a lot of money to have this done, but it's one of my favorite things in my entire collection. And I absolutely love it. So these are in order. You have your order card here. They are in the order that card states, plus the chases. We'll get into that. So these are all from Joe Jusko. You guys, even if you're not familiar with the cards, some of this artwork, I'm sure you're looking at it and thinking, oh, I've seen that before. Or you've seen like homage to it before. Or you've seen the poster of it before. This stuff like penetrated pop culture. These kind of shots and things have been recreated in other stuff. They kind of helped define some of these characters throughout the years. So like these are like boiled down, concentrated Marvel to me. So up top, we've got Blob, Blaze, Black Widow, Black Panther, Black Cat, Bishop, Beast, Archangel, Apocalypse, and Adam Warlock. And you can see that they're like in pseudo loose alphabetical-ish sort of order, like something was maybe lost in translation. Out of this row, the one that I remember the most is Beast. Like, Beast was always so cool. The X-Men were always so cool to me when I was a kid. This Beast, and probably Archangel too, really, really just when I was a kid, they just stood out to me so much. And then on the next row, Darkhawk, Daredevil, Cyclops, Colossus, Captain Britain, Captain America, Cage, just simply Cage for that time period, Cable, Bullseye, and Dazzler. So the ones that really stood out to me back in the day, Captain America, like look at all that freedom. And then Cyclops. I want to say that these cards predated the cartoon, maybe, or just right around just after. This Cyclops has made me be a Cyclops supporter the whole time, even when everybody else was like, Cyclops is lame and stupid. I love Cyclops because of that card. The Daredevil is obviously awesome, and Colossus, like huge Colossus fan. On the next row, we've got Enchantress, Electro. This is the coolest Electro has ever been in his whole fictional life. Doctor Strange, Doc Ock, Doctor Doom, Dormammu, Deathlock, Gambit. Like, look how cool this Gambit is. Cigarette smoking is so cool. It's not, but and Galactus. Doctor Doom, obviously a heavy hitter. Doctor Strange, a heavy hitter. Electro in comics, not a heavy hitter, but if everything was based on this look, he would be. Electro looking good. And then on the next one, you've got Human Torch, Hulk, Hobgoblin, Hawkeye, Havoc, Green Goblin, Ghost Rider, Iron Man, and the Invisible Woman and Iceman. So like every single one of these is great. Don't really care about Havoc too much. The Hobgoblin looks pretty crazy. This is literally the cover of the box that the set comes in. This was a poster. This image is burned into my brain. Any version of the Hulk that's less than this is inferior in my opinion. And then coming on down, we've got Lizard, Brainiac, Kingpin, Kang, Juggernaut, Jean Grey, the Mandarin, Major Victory, Magneto, and Loki. Who the heck is Major Victory? I'm just now looking at this and going, I don't know who that is. Obviously some sort of Captain America derivative, but another good row. This Juggernaut was really significant to me as a kid. Kingpin was significant to me as a kid. The Leader because of the Hulk cartoon, and the Lizard because of the Spider-Man cartoon. You've got on this row Moon Knight, Mole Man, Mojo, Mephisto, Megan, Namor, Mr. Sinister, Mr. Fantastic, and Morbius. I can tell you I really don't care about most of these people. Mr. Fantastic's obviously significant, but this card doesn't do a lot for me. Namor's probably the best card in this line, but I don't care about Namor a whole heck of a lot. And then on the next row, you've got Nightmare, Nightcrawler, Night Thrasher, Nick Fury, Psylocke, Professor X, Phoenix, Nova, Northstar, and Nomad. Nomad really only significant in this time period. Not a lot of heavy hitters. The Professor X and the Psylocke are obviously kind of the big ones there. The Nick Fury card is really good. It's got that 70s action vibe to it. Nightcrawler, one of my favorite characters of all time. So that card's pretty big. And then we've got Quicksilver, Quasar, Punisher, Shatterstar, Shadowcat, Sauron, Sandman, Sabretooth, Rogue, and Red Skull. This row is awesome. I love every one of these cards, but the Punisher is my guy. Like, that is another one that's just burned into my brain basically permanently. This Sabretooth, like, look at how cool that is. Rogue is obviously a big deal to little boys and grown boys. And then on this row, we've got Silver Sable, She-Hulk, Thanos, Super Skrull, Strong Guy, Storm, Spider-Man, Speedball, Sleepwalker, and Silver Surfer. Love this Silver Surfer. If you guys watch the Silver Surfer review, I'm a huge fan of the character. Love the like cosmic vibes of this, and like there's like additional planets that are like running into each other. This Spider-Man was a poster in every comic shop for years and years and years and years. Just such an epic Spider-Man pose and card. Storm looks amazing. Thanos looks like he's maybe hanging out just opposite of Silver Surfer. Like, these look like they could, you know, kind of be in the same place. This She-Hulk is awesome. Looks just like that new figure that just came out. Silver Sable was whatever, but she looking pretty good. And then coming on down, we got the end of the main line. We got Thing, Thor, Wonder Man, Wolverine, White Queen. No. Yeah, they call her White Queen on here. And we've got Weapon Omega, Venom, Ultron, and Tombstone. That's a great Tombstone. So that's kind of the finishing of the main regular set is these figures. This Wolverine, I spent hours and hours and hours and hours as a kid looking at this figure, like just totally lost in the sauce, all the way Berserker Wolverine. Love it. Thing and Thor, also huge childhood favorites. These cards are just so good. Old Blue Eyes, like, I love that so much. And then the last thing, like I already showed you, is the card that gives you the order. It is double-sided, but it's not this one. This one's taped down for the rest of time. And then the chase cards, the foil chase cards, I'll try to give you guys a little bit of a, like, you can kind of see the reflectiveness, is the, what are they called? There's a name for, like, the fights, like the battles. So you have Thing versus Hulk. I couldn't tell you how much time I spent arguing who would win this fight as a child. The answer is Hulk. And then you have Silver Surfer and Thanos, also in that foil, kind of reflective, looking freaking fantastic. This one also spent hours upon hours upon hours looking at Wolverine versus Sabretooth, like just reflective, the art, the like viciousness of it. Love it so much. And then you've got Spider-Man and Venom, another classic. And you've got Red Skull and Captain America in that foil, looking awesome. Then there's another set of 5 that most people do not even know exists, which is called the Lost Ladies, which is Scarlet Witch, Feral, what is her name? Deathbird, Typhoid Mary, and Jubilee. So like these 5 make up the 5 Lost Ladies. Those are the chases to the chases. So if you ain't got those, you ain't got a whole set. So that is my framed Marvel Masterpiece 1993 Joe Jusko cards. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This means a ton to me as a piece of my collection. If you dig this and you dig Marvel type stuff, you dig Marvel Legends, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you had these. Which cards do you collect? If not these, what was your favorite one you saw here? Let's talk about cards. Let's talk about Marvel. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.